Good evening. The Prime Minister David Cameron says he's appalled by monkey chants at England's under-21 match against Serbia and called for tough sanctions if racism is proved. His strong words support those of the Football Association who want UEFA to take the strongest possible action. The Serbian FA has denied racism, instead accusing an England player of behaving badly towards their fans. Sky's senior correspondent David Bowden reports.
This was not one or two fans hurling abuse one or two times, but great swathes of the Serb crowd persistently targeting England's young black players. Particularly Danny Rose, who was at the centre of the ugly scenes that marked the end of the match in Kruševac and which left the under-21 star angry and hurt.
The second half, I had 2 stones hit me in the head when I went to get the ball for a throw-in. Every time I touched the ball, there was doing monkey chanting again, and after 60 minutes, my mind wasn't really on the game. After that, I was just so angry.
The Serbian FA denies any racism towards the England team, instead saying Danny Rose behaved in an inappropriate, unsportsmanlike and vulgar manner towards their fans. But on the streets of the capital, Belgrade, locals did condemn their own football supporters.
Ban professional football in Serbia for 5 years, keep only amateurs, so the game will be clean from criminals and from people in the crowd who shouldn't be there.
It's scandalous. I don't understand why they're doing it. How come they can sit peacefully in England watching the game without jumping around and causing trouble, and here we are, acting like savages?
This is not the first time Serbian football fans have found themselves out of step with the mood of the modern game. In 2007, Serbia was fined £16,000 after racist chanting at another under-21 game, this time between England and Serbia in the Netherlands. And in October 2010, in Genoa, the Euro 2012 qualifier between Italy and Serbia was abandoned after Serb supporters turned violent. In the aftermath of that match, the top man in European football, UEFA President Michel Platini, threatened to ban Serbia's national team and its clubs from European competition. Now he's under pressure to carry out his threat.
A ban is an appropriate form of tough action. It's one of a number of sanctions available to UEFA. And what is really important here, and the reason why I wrote the letter directly to the UEFA president this morning, is that they take this opportunity to send out a really clear message that this sort of behaviour is unacceptable and that anybody caught perpetrating it will face the very toughest sanctions.
It's a view that's echoed by the Footballers' Union, who says enough is enough and the authorities need to get tough with the Serbs.
UEFA need to be strong about this. FIFA need to be strong about this. You know, the paltry fines that have been handed out in the past have served as no deterrent. The only way that nations will react is if there are serious sanctions imposed, and I believe that means banning them.
And to think this was once called the beautiful game. Difficult to see why after this week's outburst in Serbia.